Excellency, we appreciate you in particular as our Commander-in-Chief for always guiding us on this important historic event and finding time to grace the occasion in person. We don't take this for granted, Your Excellency. We also appreciate the top management of the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, where there is the political leadership and our Chief of Defense Forces, for close strategic guidance they gave towards the success of this occasion. I want to acknowledge and report that the Defense Organizing Committee exhibited great team spirit, and that's why we are having an orderly function. Last but not least, the population of Greater Masaka, who enthusiastically welcomed us and made us feel at home. We don't take for granted. Wananchi, we are very tuli basanyufu nnyo ku lw'essanyu lye mwatulaze. Katonda abongere we mwaze mujewo. For God and my country, aluta continua. The short video is showing a snapshot of what took place. Your Excellency, I beg just for those few minutes to demonstrate what I have been talking about.
6th of February, commencing 1981, the Army and the people of Uganda joined hands during the Defense Forces Week to engage in activities and celebrations aimed at cementing the strategic relationship that exists between the population and the Defense Forces. For years gone by, it has been, and for years and years to come, a culture of remembrance ought to be entrenched to ensure that at no time should the armed personnel forget that their unflankable strategy should be the support of the population. Likewise, for the people to be reminded of their patriotic duty to participate in the defense of their country. The 54th Tarehe Sita anniversary 2025 is being celebrated in Greater Masaka, Chotera District, Kakuto Constituency, Kasasa Town Council grounds, as we climax the Defense Forces Week. The choice of Greater Masaka is consistent with the consideration made in the 3 previous anniversaries to particularly trace all footprints of the people's struggle for freedom and democracy. This includes the contribution by the FRONASA, the Front for National Salvation, that played a pivotal role in the liberation of the country from the diabolical rule of Idi Amin. Similarly, there is consideration of the great Pan-Africanist solidarity that needs to be celebrated. The role of the people of Tanzania, and particularly the unique contribution of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, is highlighted forever and ever. It is for this reason that the 44th Tarehe Sita anniversary is celebrated under the theme, Celebrating Pan-African Solidarity and the People's Sacrifice in the Struggle for Freedom and Democracy for Socio-Economic Transformation. In celebrating this year's Tarehe Sita, we recollect that on 5th February 1981, a group of gallant sons of Uganda, led by the father of the revolution, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, set out on a mission of launching a protracted people's war. Armed with only 27 guns, they trekked through Greater Masaka with milestone events in Nyendo, Bukalasa in Kalungu district, through Zimbabwe until the dawn attack on Kabamba Barracks on 6th February 1981. This clearly demonstrates the historic importance of Masaka as a geographic area. It is worth noting that in the final phase of the armed struggle between 1985 and 1986, Masaka was the launchpad of the decisive battles before the fall of Kampala. Suffice to note that the same region was the gateway for the offensive against Idi Amin in the war between 1978 and 1979 through the Mutukula-Chotera axis. Therefore, having national celebrations with the people of Chotera district on this D-Day is to recognize the sacrifice of both the Tanzanian brothers and sisters alongside the Wananchi of Mutukula, Chotera axis. Tarehe Sita celebrations in Greater Masaka, like it is always the case, is yet an opportunity for the UPDF to optimize on its core functions, among which is fostering harmony and understanding between the defense forces and civilians. It is therefore within this context that each year the Army engages in several civil-military cooperation activities of a quick nature impact by way of giving back to the people and expressing eternal gratitude to the population for their continued support towards national defense. Through the CIMIC advocacy, the UPDF plays a complementary role to all government efforts towards encouraging the people to embrace wealth creation and improvement of household incomes. Jaja Wabazukulu, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the father of the nation, promised to secure the future of the Republic of Uganda. We have watched him deliver every day, especially the mighty victorious UPDF, pacifying the whole country by intensifying counter-terrorism operations focused on combating activities of ADF and Al-Shabaab and their regional and international affiliates, maintaining a proactive posture of zonal and operational deployments to deal with their threats, conducting preventive and disruptive operations to deny terrorists cross-border infiltrations and freedom of action in the country, and implementation of the Presidential Executive Order No. 3 on disarmament and related security measures in Karamoja aimed at curbing insecurity in the region. Operation Usalama kwa Wote has qualitatively arrested the insecurities in the region. All national borders are secure, save for the northern and western borderlines, which continue to experience spillover effects from activities of negative armed groups in southern Sudan and eastern DRC since July 2021. However, UPDF has trained and equipped over 400 counter-terrorism personnel to undertake counter-terrorism operations. UPDF has established a counter-security unit to detect, prevent, and curtail acts of cybercrime. Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs also partnered with Government of India and established a National Forensic Sciences University in Uganda. The fisheries protection operations have curtailed the practices of illegal fishing and smuggling of immature fish that was prevalent in Uganda, especially on Lake Victoria and Lake Albert. It is worth noting that the Masaka region that used to be notorious, coupled with shambolic acts of violence orchestrated and planned by organized groups such as the Bijambia activities that had brought considerable unrest in the region, were finally brought to order and calmness restored in the region. Robust military capabilities, check. Firepower, check. Deplorability, check. Command and control, check. Troop protection, check. Marines, check. Air Force, check. AD, check. Armored and motorized infantry, check. Armored and motorized assets of SFC, check. Among other capabilities of the mighty victorious UPDF, while they never rest, more UPDF recruitments according to district quotas based on the population of each district. A total number of 50,523 have been recruited since 2021 as per the policy of recruitment quotas per district. The military has also established the National Defense College, Uganda, dedicated to providing advanced military education and strategic training to high-ranking military and civilian officials in Uganda. The UPDF has conducted mission training of 11,404 personnel under the battle groups and United Nations Guard Unit, UNGU, for mission deployment in Somalia and troops for deployment in Equatorial Guinea. The UPDF continues to provide preventative, curative, and palliative care health services to the UPDF officers, militants, families, and surrounding communities in over 170 UPDF health facilities. Medical referrals are made for complex cases to other health facilities under MOU arrangements. In collaboration with the Ministry of Health, the UPDF jointly combated epidemics including COVID-19, Ebola, Mpox to prevent their spread within the country and around borders. Watoto wa Jeshi, the mighty victorious UPDF and the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs in general, has also provided formal education to the soldiers' children and surrounding communities. There are over 52 learning institutions spread across the country, which include 37 primary schools, 11 secondary schools, and 4 tertiary institutions dedicated to this. His Excellency the President.
Thank you. Your Excellency, allow me to give documentary credit. The concept developer was made by Major General Henry Masiko and the director, Major General Felix Kulaije. The script writer is Justin Namera Nsubuga, the CEO, True Munabudo TV, and your senior presidential advisor. And the camera work, True Munabudo Television and UPDF Media team. The editors is Elvis Naturind of TMTV and Andrew Nyot of TMTV. The voice narrator, Justin Namera Nsubuga. The producer, Kanodewa Kiki. Technical contributor, Hamza Kennedy Nsubuga. Executive producer, UPDF and Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs. And Your Excellency, you are the film star. His Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Bugalo bwa firimu sitamu bwongere. Sebo wekitibwa President ba Ssentebe ba NRM okuva mu district ez'enjawulo n'eggombolola ez'enjawulo bali naawe ku Tarehe Sita era bakwozaayoza ke kaluulu ako nga bayimiridde okuwubirako.